Hey there everybody, welcome back to the channel. Did you see the last video when we put the Messix brush guard on the tractor? Well, that was the last video I put out, and when I was in here I had a jacket on, I had the heater on in the garage. It was cold, right? We're finally in May now, so things are finally starting to warm up. Some of you guys have had this 70, 80 degree weather going on for about a month, but here in Minnesota, no. Our snow melted about 3 weeks ago, and finally things are starting to warm up a little bit. We've had rain, we've had wind, we've had terrible weather, but it's time to do a little yard work. Today you're in for a special treat because I'm going to show you what I use for dethatching the lawn. It's kind of a homemade job that I use. It's going to work for your tractor, so stick around, you might learn something. We gotta take this back blade off because I'm pretty sure it's done snowing. I hope. It's kind of early in May. We have had snow early May before, but fingers crossed. I suppose as soon as I take this off, it'll probably snow tomorrow. I find it always kind of funny when there's nothing attached to the front of the tractor, like the loader or the snow blower. Kind of a funny feeling. And then I take the back blade off, and then the tractor's like naked. Okay, got you guys a new angle. As you can see, found a nice stump, really. Piece of firewood I haven't split yet. Let's see if we can do this. Pull these pins out of here. Set them right there. Try not to pinch my fingers too hard. I like that I can open the window on the cab and just set this down however I want to. Pull that pin. These Messix stabilizer bars are also just awesome. Just great to have because I'll show you why in a second, but like that. And if I'm real smart, I can lock that up there so I don't bend anything like that might have happened that one time. There's one. There we go. Now what's nice about these stabilizers, you can lock them in the open position so they don't come swinging back in. And we are completely disconnected. Yeah, there we are. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So you can lock these, put a pin there and lock them in the open position so they don't shut. So that's great, and everything is out of the way for the next time you hook up an implement. So we're gonna go back over to the garage and then we're gonna get that dethatcher and then we'll hook that up. I just remembered, I got a message today from a guy named Wayne. Wayne was wondering what the height of the cab was because I think he had a 84-inch garage door opening, and he wanted to know the height if the cab was gonna fit under there. So I'm gonna measure real quick. As you can see, I put a level up here and I got it level. It's centered on the bubble. So I'm gonna try not to touch that, and we're just gonna take the tape measure and go all the way here, and it's about 79.5 inches. So if you've got at least an 80-inch garage door opening, the Curtis cab is going to fit underneath of it. It won't have any problems. As you can see though, the ROPS extends a little bit higher than the cab. Again, if that's an issue, you can take the ROPS down. My garage door is, goodness, what is it here? My garage door is an 8-foot door. Yeah, that makes sense because 8 foot is about the limit of my reach. So there you go. If you get an 8-foot door, you don't have any problem. Okay, let me show you what we got here. We got a Brindley. My wife thought this is why I wanted to name our kid Brindley, but we don't spell her name that way. We spell a little bit differently. But anyway, got this dethatcher here, and I got it off of Amazon, actually. I bent some metal here. It's a scrap metal I had, drilled a few holes, and I bolted it to that. So there it is. You know, nothing special. It's just kind of what it is. right, easy enough. Well, guys, that's it. Just an easy, simple idea for you to make a Dethatcher 3-point compatible. All right, this is all I did. I had this old 3-point hitch. You know, put your ball hitch on there. I had this thing, and I just bolted it right to it, drilled a few holes, and that's how it works. I think this Dethatcher is $150 or $200. I'm not really sure. Like I said, there'll be a link in the description for it. But one thing that I really wish I would have done is made it 2-inch receiver compatible. Okay, so I would have put a 2-inch receiver end on here, and then I would be able to put it into a different style hitch that I have, which would be this one, and that would just make more sense for me, because after I'm done dethatching and the grass grows a little bit, I spray for weeds, and I use a luggage cargo rack from Harbor Freight, and I put that on the back of the tractor. Then I put a sprayer on top of that, and then I just use that as a sprayer, same 2-inch receiver hitch type of deal, that orange thing that I showed you, and it works great. So there's my idea. That's how it works. Hopefully you got some ideas from this video. If you did, I'd appreciate a thumbs up, and hopefully you guys are all doing well. Keep on tractoring, and God bless.